Good evening, everyone. Tonight I'd like to play through the notes of Schumann's Dedication, transcribed by Franz Liszt. And I'll stop here and there and just point out a few things that I'm trying to do. One is that when there's a melody note, I want to produce a good tone. So if I can release the weight on the way up, if I imagine my arms are wet ropes with the water dripping out of the fingertips, then I feel the heaviness of my arms right from my back, and include my seat, because if I think of the whole body as part of that wet rope, then when it releases on the way up and gravity comes down in, I'm thrusting all that power into the tone. But when I want to voice a certain note, I have to be able to go out with the finger as I release on the way up and bring it toward me, just grab it towards me, snap it toward me, just gently as I'm diving right through to the floor slowly. And I can voice that note beautifully. And if I think of an escalator going up, I can keep drawing with my finger as though I'm going up that escalator, and my strength of my finger is the strength of the motor of the escalator, drawing the weight. Then I can balance that weight on the tip of the finger, on the pad of the finger. And I feel so secure because I can be deep with the finger and then link it to the next note and connect very, very smoothly the melodic line. That's the intention anyway. So I need to go through and put the right fingering that happens. But in Liszt, it's often very difficult because it's all octaves and it's hard to connect. But we just keep trying to improve it. And the first section, that first bar, is 3 half times. So it's the whole piece is 3 half time. So it's 3 sets of 4/8. So if I can count 1 and 2 and 3, and then each of those numbers and each of those ands is worth a quarter. So, and in the bass voice, it's a whole note that's dotted in that first bar. So that's a whole is 2 halves, plus the dot is the 3rd half. And in the next bar, it's a whole note followed by a half note, and the same in the next bar. But that's important to understand because that bass note is like a ground bass, and the melody has to be a wave above that, rising and in through the crescendo, and with each crescendo, and then maybe dying down a little bit, but it's a wave. So I'll try it and stop here and there and give you an idea of what I'm trying to bring out. So, and when I get that melody note, I have to draw it so gently, but just toward me like that. So if the whole body's a wet rope, I can feel it's dripping in the end of the finger, so it's coming down and slowly, but I draw the finger toward me, and I'm on the escalator. The strength of the finger, that muscle there, is taking the weight up onto the pad of the finger. So then I can voice this melody. See, it's dotted, so. See, Schumann wrote this to a poem called Dedication. And thou art my love, thou art my soul, my heart, my reason for living. So there's all kinds of room for passion, but I'm trying to get the evenness of it so that will come out. See, thou art my soul, thou art my heart, thou art my reason for living, this kind of thing, my joy, my sadness, and my world. So it lets your mind go wild with it, but you have to cut back on all that inner stuff and just hear that beautiful melody, and that's what's so hard about it. So I keep trying. I'll give you an idea of where it's at right now. One. middle section is triplets, so there's 3 sets of triplets in each bar, so in 9/8 time. So it's 1, but then it's 2 against 3 in the third one. So it's 1, 2, and there's, I want a warmer tone than that, so I got to relax the hand more, but still pluck and still come up the escalator. So. Did you hear the 2 against 3? 1, 2. Now, not difficult, not difficult, not difficult. Where it's difficult because it comes right down, doesn't repeat the C. I'm on the next page now, so I'll go more clean on that. This is triple 40. But that part, when I don't stumble, it's really beautiful. So it comes here, I'll go through that part once again. It says vibrato. It really wants you to have, and the triple 40, really thrust from your seat and dive in and take it. So it's a fun piece to work on. It's just in the beginning stages, but it will come if I can keep it slow and practice it really slow and voice it and count. Anyway, I hope you got something from that. Have a good night now. Bye-bye.